lavish and opulent government employee conferences, including incredible events like a casino night, a Super Bowl party, and a golf tournament. Man, you are working in the wrong place. And it doesn't stop there. Another report on the Department of Housing and Urban Development found that agency gave free housing to more than 200,000 people who did not meet the department's community service requirements to qualify for benefits. So, Andrea, I am absolutely shocked that a bureaucracy would breed inefficiency and fraud. How does that happen?
It's a jaw dropper, isn't it? I think you're just upset because you love a good casino night. And you hate when you're not invited to a casino night, especially when they're using your money. I think that's what really makes everybody
They're gambling with it, they're paying for the event with it, and they're losing it all at the same time.
And they're losing it. And then when they're not at casino night and they're at their jobs, they're just spending it even more. And then when we catch them spending it on stupid stuff like Star Wars videos and conga lines or whatever else they're doing, or bathtub dudes.
GSA bathtub.
Listen, I love a good conga line too, Judge. Just, can I be in the conga line? Can I be paying for it?
You are paying for it. So
I want to be in the conga line.
We laugh about it because
we've been beaten to death with this. It is so absurd.
And it's so sad. You know, it's ridiculous that the Department of Energy is spending $21 million on parties, which, you know, they should invest in some of those energy-efficient light bulbs.
I'm looking at this, though. I mean, a third of the conferences reviewed in the $20,000 category had, like, misallocated receipts. There were all of these sloppy accounting paperwork problems. And then the other thing was there were excuses for why they didn't use their own big offices. Because, you know, they had big offices at the government. Here was one excuse. They could not have conducive and efficient flow of conversation.
Oh, that is actually
At the
true.
Department of Energy headquarters,
That's actually true, though.
Poor babies.
If you've ever stood around a craft table, you talk about everything.
right?
You need that setting to really generate the
So they
conversation.
had to leave the Department of Energy
You know, the
headquarters
reality
to
is,
have good combo.
this is never, ever going to end until people start either getting prosecuted or fired. Not transferred to another division of government and promoted and given another cush job, but the people responsible have to be fired. All we have is the Inspector General does a report, we'll have a civilian oversight committee, and we'll get to talk about it. We'll be back here next year, and I'll be glad to see you then, too, talking about the same thing.
That would inflate the unemployment number to one that would be like the true double digit that we know it to be.
Yeah. Well, civil employees are essentially unfireable, right?
Yeah, well, civil servants are, definitely. So, I
They're
think that,
unfireable.
well, it's hard to fire them.
Okay.
So it's not, I think, but I don't think that this is obviously considered to be wrong in the federal government, right? So, I mean, that they probably would say, well, we've always been doing this, so what's the problem? So I think there has to be a cultural change where it's made clear that this is actually not okay, and that you can't, to stop doing this, And the thing is, maybe if things were going really well, people would be willing to look the other way, but when the economy is going so badly and people are suffering so much, I think it's even more insulting. That's such a good point. If they were prosecuted, like the judge said, they would think twice about these kinds of things, but they're not. They get to retire with luxurious pensions, a slap on the wrist. Nothing ever happens.
No, Lois Lerner's on a yacht in St. Bart's right now. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but I imagine that with her Hampton pension.
I was going to say, I don't know.
Could be.
Should go to
All right. Well, as we turn to this story, there is new development on it. The defense is presenting its third day of testimony in the American Sniper trial.